Hello YouTube, it's the Utopian Buddha. So today I want to talk about bliss, history, and the convergence of events. Alright, so traditionally, we have a causal interpretation. The regular way that humans look at reality is that we look at things causally, right? Cause and effect, right? So we tend to look at history in a cause and effect manner. Alright, why did the French Revolution start? Well, the taxes on the poor and the famines in the land. So there's a lot of causal reasons, right? So you can imagine these various events, right? Like this event, and then there's that event, and then there's an arrow pointing, saying that this event caused that event, right? But reality is much more complex than causality between A and B, or even causality between A, C, and F, between B and G and E, right? If you look at history in a more connected and synchronistic way, you have to go beyond causality, and you have to look at this idea of convergence, right? This idea that it seems to me, and this goes to a lot of deep philosophical concepts about destiny, fate, free will, and whether certain historical processes are inevitable, or whether they're going to happen regardless of small actions, and I believe that history does have a destiny to it, a path, a plan, and that plan is utopia, right? God is the non-dualistic unity of opposites. God is heaven on earth, and the manifestation of God is the goal of history, right? And these historical processes, right? There are these convergent events, right? But this is also, it gets complicated because it's like there's also divergent events in history, right? One thing, leading to a variety of scenarios that could possibly happen depending on individual and collective actions, right? So contingencies and diversity also happen in history. But the deeper question is this idea of convergence, whether certain historical processes or events are inevitable, right? And it's a very deep question, and I'm going to tie this into this idea of ananda, or bliss, right? So it's possible, this is a hypothesis, I think it's true, but I'm not 100% that it's true, that when you tap into certain frequencies, spiritual frequencies in reality, you're tapping into future attractive potentials that are actually beyond time and in the future. So perhaps when I tap into bliss or ananda or unity consciousness or the oneness of reality, perhaps that is signifying some potential future blissful reality, some future utopia. Perhaps I'm just, brainwashing myself to believe this because I'm so interested in this idea of heaven on earth and utopia. But it's possible, it's possible that these saints throughout history have entered these states of bliss and rapture and timeless, infinite, limitless joy and love, right? They've entered these states, and these states leave a signature, leave a mark upon the collective unconscious of humanity, that if you break into that deeper realm of consciousness, you can also access these states or these realms of consciousness that perhaps point to future historical possibilities or realities that are actually existing right now in the future, leading to this future utopia, heaven on earth, the non-dualistic unity. And of course, when I talk about utopia, I don't mean perfection, right? I mean the striving, the infinite striving towards perfection, because utopia in this material world, utopia is ultimately a paradox. So I'll leave it with that, guys. Have a good day.